Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the 2-3 Zone. Tony's picks look at the WNBA. We're going to go over the action here for Thursday, a three-pack of games and winners from our crew, including a great night on Tuesday night. We'll get you guys' takes. Justin Stacks McKelvey, Ron Crawford. We had a big five-pack of action on Tuesday night, so I just want to get your guys' takes on the games there. And hey, Justin, you told us all about that over, man, and the Fever and the Sparks game, Ron. I know you destroyed that game as well. I had the total too over in that one, but Justin, you also kind of teased us there and said you were also interested in the Sparks there. So Sparks get it done, keep rolling as they drubbed Indiana in the end at home, 100-91. Just
Yeah, I had a pretty much gave it away. I had a premium in that Sparks over. I had bet it the night before. I'd uploaded it. I love that over, and I put in the comments the Sparks spread. I ended up getting on them once I slept on it and woke up and watched that line. So I like the Sparks, and it's funny that we're talking about them again. So other than that, it was a good day. It wasn't a bad day. Could have did better on a few things, but cashed my best bet. That's important to me.
Hey, Ron, you gave us the Lynx over the Storm in that game that people were saying maybe the Lynx could take one off. You gave us the under and the Sun and the Mercury. The Mercury was down there in that one, not the Mercury, the team, but the scoring was down in that. And then also you told us under and the Mystics in the Sky. What'd you think there in the games on Tuesday night?
Yeah, just caveat, but correction there, Ramon. I had Courtney Williams with a 3. I didn't have a side on that one, but yeah, I wish that 4-1 on the 2-3 zone would have transferred to my premium because it didn't. Damn, Liberty got us again on a backdoor, man. I don't know what's going on with this team, but yeah, I lost that one, and I did lose the Storm -1.5 last night. So 0-2 premiums, but like I said, 4-1 here on the show. So yeah, keep it going. Maybe just play these ones on the show.
Fair enough. Sorry about the apologies
No.
there.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
No, I mean, maybe my scribbles. I was with you. I was kind of riding the storm there in that one. But
Yep.
yeah, and you mentioned that Wings game. That's the only game I didn't mention with you guys there with the Wings getting it done. But we did see, we saw Paige Beckers, just one update there as we head into the weekend. But we did see Paige Beckers leave the game. Then she came back. But the news did come out again after the game that, man, the back's kind of tweaked a little bit. Be interesting to see if she needs a little bit of rest here. Dallas obviously kind of in the back there, so she could miss. We'll see. All right, let's get into our three-pack of games here for Thursday. A good card here. We got some important games, certainly. We'll start it off here with how about we start with Justin, the Atlanta Dream on the road, big favorite. They're taking on Chicago, favored by 10.5, 157.5. Brittany Griner questionable with neck spasms, I believe it was termed there. Angel Reese questionable for this one. We'd like to see her return. It's been a good time here, so you'd think we're got to be nearing a return here right now. Justin, Atlanta, you probably know, has won all 3 meetings with the Sky this season, covering 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this game. I know the last time we played them on the road, right before the All Star break, we beat them by like 30 or 40. So one thing what I look at is I love the dream. All y'all know I love the dream on the road. I love to take the overs, especially when the spreads get this high. Like I do think they're gonna win and cover the spread, but I'm gonna stick to give me the dream over. What is it? 150, 158?
150, yeah, 157.5, I think, right now, but we might be safe in saying 158. It does look like it is a little bit trending north, but we'll see on that.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that total over.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got Atlanta; they're 10-5 to the over on the road this season. Chicago, I think we know a little bit, 15-12 to the over as a dog. They've been mostly dogs here most of the season now, but still, we've seen lapses there a little bit. We know it's their scoring that's been a problem, but they did look. Let's give them some credit. They did do a very nice job there, Ron, against Washington last time out. They're still just 6-10 against the spread at home this season against an Atlanta team that they continue to cover some numbers, 9-6 ATS on the road.
Yeah, you look at Atlanta, like Justin said, it was 86-49 or something that camp day right before the All-Star break. I'm going to look at Atlanta to come back in because they're on the road. They're actually 10-4 in the first half, covering the spread away. So let's take the Atlanta Dream. What's the full spread on that one, Ramon?
10.5.
That's probably about 6 or so, 5.5, 6. Yeah.
So
So I'm going to take the Atlanta Dream on the first half, whatever the spread is.
Yeah, probably looking at the 6 there for sure when you got a big favorite, maybe even a 6.5. But look, Chicago, nice job last time, but it does feel like here Atlanta, 3 straight wins and covers here right now. So they are gearing up, and if anything, trying to imagine some separation in the WNBA standings right now, but you really can't get over right now with the Liberty, the Dream, and the Mercury. You got to lump them all in there. I think the Fever's coming on strong, of course, but they are still 3 games back in the loss column behind the Liberty. So it does feel like Atlanta and Phoenix are the teams kind of in pursuit of the Liberty. We're mostly worried about second place here, to be honest. I agree with Ron. I like Atlanta here in this one. Yeah, they might not beat them by 35 or 40 again here, but I think Chicago, that was an important win for them emotionally just to get one here. Atlanta needs to keep going, and we'll see if Reese is in there. Maybe that could make a big difference for Chicago. Obviously, Atkins in there was a big difference, but I'm going to lay it here on the road. 10.5 with Atlanta. Ron says go ahead and lay it in the first half with the Dream, and Justin says go over 157.5 Atlanta and Chicago. All right, next up now we've got Indiana here. We just spoke about them from the action there on Tuesday night as they ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw there, Ron, against the Sparks. Sparks playing some of the best ball in the WNBA, make no mistake. So I guess they were due for a loss here, but they're going to be an underdog here at Phoenix. We just mentioned where they are in the standings. Indiana could make a big dent here with a road victory, but they are a 5.5-point dog to Phoenix, who's won 2 straight. Total here 170.5.
Yeah, you said Ramon ran into the hottest team out there in LA last night, but I think it's a nice bounce back situation, and I know it's a revenge spot for the Mercury, who got blasted in Indiana last week or whatever. But I would still look at the Indiana Fever. I just think they're the better team. They're playing well right now. I know they're doing this whole West Coast trip right now, but coming off the loss against the Sparks, I think that's a strong possibility. They at least cover the spread. They might end up losing outright, maybe a buzzer beater or something. Phoenix gets them, but I'm going to look at the Fever plus the 5.5.
Yeah, they are getting it done as a road dog. Now, we know a lot of that has been built in with Clark's absence, but again, we're not going to, they lost that one game, but they've definitely been effective still without Clark. We're not belittling it. They've just done a very nice job. They're 8-4 against the spread on the road as a dog, so they're getting the points here as well against a pretty good spread team, Justin, in the Mercury. But I will note, Justin, Indiana has a long winning streak actually over Connecticut, dating back now 2-3 seasons, 6 straight wins over Phoenix and 5 straight covers.
Those are impressive numbers. And when I look at it, I think the spread too high too. It's like the Mercury giving up 6, 5.5. Just seemed like it's a whole lot of points. But what I do like, and I am going to bet, is I think I seen 170.5, 171, 170.5. Yeah, I'll take the over in this game. You want the Fever? I know when the Fever on the road, they trend to the under, but I think this is a good spot coming off that loss to the Sparks. Then you take Mercury, they're gonna be wanting revenge anyway. But from what you just said, I didn't know about Indiana pretty much owning them. So if you know that, I'm sure they know that. So I expect a high scoring game. I'm gonna be on this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna move on this as soon as we get off here. I'm looking at 170.5. I like that
Yeah.
number.
Yep, kind of coincides with Atlanta's resurgence in the league here since drafting Clark, maybe even one or two games back in 2020, 2023 with that series there, since a little bit of East-West. I think they played 3 last year. So you mentioned, Indiana trends a little bit under on the road, but Phoenix is 11-7 to the over as a favorite. So Justin likes the over there. I'm going to take a prop in this one. I'm going to go with Setu Sabali here under 15.5 points in this one. I don't necessarily disagree with Justin here on the total here, but Sabali just trying to get in her points here with this Phoenix team. I'm going to say it's just a tad high. I'm going to go under 15.5. That might not even be at pick of money. That could be even money there. I think it's a pretty popular play, but I'm going to go with Sabali under 15.5 points. Ron says go ahead and take the Fever here to get back plus 5.5. Justin says go over 170.5 with Indy and Phoenix. All right, we got one more here on tap. And, yep, LA, they're at home and they're back in it, guys. Here, yes, they do have some work to do, but as of now, they're just one game back of the Golden State Valkyries in 9th place, and they've got a game that they should be able to win, Justin. They're favored by 11.5 here, total 174.5, but hey, it's not our job to pick the winner here, sir. LA has won them both this year, but 1-1 against the spread. So tell me about it, Justin.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the Connecticut. I seen right before we started, I seen 11.5. That's way too much for me. Connecticut did just get blown out against Mercury the other night, but that was their first game back on the road. So this is the second game. They're used to it by now. We don't want the Sparks at home, especially as favorite. Now you're talking about a big favorite. Sparks just coming off that big win against the Fever. So this is the time. I'm not sprinkling nothing, so I ain't calling for the upset, but give me the Sun with all these points. Plus 11.5 I'm looking at.
No, fair enough. We can still point to LA's very poor home spread record, Ron. It is the worst in the league, 3-10 ATS. Now, granted, 2 of them have come kind of during this little streak here where they've been the hottest. We say hottest because Minnesota, they're just doing what they do. They're not super hot. They're just hot permanently, but LA's needed this to get back in it. And if anything, look, I think for so far during this streak right now, in fact, they've won 2 in a row again. They had the winning streak snap. They lost 1 game, came back and have won 2 in a row. Now they go up against the Connecticut team here that, they keep losing right now, but they've gotten some numbers here. And like Justin said, maybe you can capitalize here on these double digits. What do you think, Ron?
I'm going to give synopsis both ways, but I'm going to go with a prop, but I'll talk about the game a little bit. And I kind of agree with Justin, but I just can't trust the Sun. I mean, you look at the total, it's 175. All right. Then you look at what the Sun are scoring, and they did it last night. They scored 66 on the road. They're scoring under 70 points on the road. So are you telling me that, the Sparks are going to cover the rest of it? Maybe so. If they do, then they cover the spread. But the thing is, it's just, I think it's the total. It goes one way with Connecticut. It goes the other way with the Sparks. I can't go there total. The side is pretty much the same thing. I agree with Justin. I think it's too many points, but we thought it was too many points last night in Phoenix, and they ended up not covering that one. I just can't trust the Sun, and we don't want the Sparks at home. They're 3-10 as a favorite, ATS. So the only way I can look, I'm going to look at a prop since she's come back 4 out of 5 games. She's gone over 3.5 rebounds. Give me Cameron Brink. It's a minus 116 at FanDuel right now.
No doubt. She's doing the job on the boards. But, Ron, I mean, you've been watching too. She is definitely needing to get back into the groove. When she gets the ball in any position, she is tentative right now. She's also very tentative on her shot as well. So she looks awkward in there to me, but hey, you don't need to be awkward, totally perfect grabbing those boards, which she's done. I'm really worried though
That's it.
about the offense right now from Brink. So just get in there, do the job, and she'll be comfortable here towards the last third of the season. But definitely rust on Brink. It looks like so far, at least offensively, and that footwork when they throw the ball into her on the post a little bit, just tentative. I think more tentative than rust. There wants to be comfortable with this team. All right. Ron says take Brink over 3.5 rebounds here. I'm going to look to the total. I'm going to go under here with Connecticut here on the road. Yes, we know LA is a super paced team. I mean, they're 9-3 to the over at home, 8-3 to the over is a favorite, but Connecticut is 5-8 to the under on the road, and that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go under this big number at 174.5 there. I got, it worked out there. Believe, let's see here, in that Connecticut game, they just have some woes there, Ron. You pointed out in that game against Phoenix as well, their lack of punch. So I'm going to go ahead and go under with Connecticut and LA at 174.5.
Because Ramon, if you look at it, if they're scoring 69 points a game, right, on the road, and that's pretty much their average, you need the Sparks at 110 to get over this total. And if that happens, you ain't covering the spread there, Justin. So that's why I'm staying far away from this one.
Understood.
I think the Sun going to score.
Yep, let's go right in the zone there. I would think there probably get right in the maybe the 85, 75 range, something in there, 85, 77, something like that. That sounds pretty good. Yeah. All right.
I'm looking for the Sun to score. I'm looking for them to sniff 80. Somehow.
Well, they did score 88 the first meeting in LA, so it was 92-88, and when they were back at home. But we're talking about the road, so they did score 80 on the road, so we'll give it to them. But maybe it was the lack of defense for the Sparks as well, because we know that defense has been horrible this year. So,
even if the Sparks put up a good number and don't cover at 90-80,
and they don't care, they're like the old Phoenix Suns, run up and down the floor, and who cares about defense? You're scoring 140 points, so yeah.
Well, it looks like a team that believes right now a little bit. So those teams right there, including the Valkyries, they might have a little rivalry here a little bit. The Aces, obviously, they've actually picked it up here a couple of games. So that is a real doozy of a battle we're going to have in the weeks to come here on the 2-3 zone. Ron says take Cameron Brink over 3.5 rebounds. Justin's on the Connecticut Sun plus 11.5, and I said take under 174.5 here with the Sun and the Sparks. All right, that's going to do it for our 2-3 zone.
Best bet.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
Best bet time. I'm going to go with the Atlanta Dream minus the 5.5 in the first half.
All right, I'm going to go under with Connecticut and LA.
I'm going to go over. That's definitely going to be my best bet. I wrote it down. I'm betting as soon as we get a Dream over 158.5 for the best number you could get whenever you see it. Be my best bet for the show.
There it is, one in each game from the guys. Justin, what's going on here at Tony's Picks for Thursday?
Got best bet up today, meaning today as in Wednesday. Got best bet in WNBA. Got best bet in baseball, 3-pack in baseball. And definitely for these Thursdays games, I'm going to have a best bet. Already going to know what it is, a premium. So I probably won't have a 3-pack in WNBA, but I'll have a best bet in WNBA and 3-pack. There's only like 4 games in baseball. Cashed both of my best bets yesterday, baseball and basketball. But I'll have best bet in baseball. There's only like 4 games. So I'll have best bet in baseball, best bet in WNBA. And that's about it.
It might be all about the WNBA for the gamblers on Thursday night, Ron, but we'll be back also with more 2-3 zone show on Friday with 3 more games. What you got this weekend at Tony's Picks, Ron?
Yeah, still rolling in WNBA, even though it took a loss on the best bet last night with the Liberty, but got one again for Wednesday, a nice best bet. Hopefully bounce back with that one. Still 28-17 on the year and best bets in 2025 in WNBA. So I'm still hitting about 61% But yeah, baseball has been heating up. I've actually hit 9 of my last 11. So definitely looking forward to getting August going with a bang there. And the CFL, I swept the weekend, last weekend with a 4-0. So up to 15-9 now on the year in CFL. And I probably won't touch the NFL preseason, but I know some of you guys will. So good luck on that. But yeah, it's going to be busy until August 23rd. We get college football going. Getting excited for that. So War Eagle, we got Baylor down in Waco starting it out. So looking forward to that game on August 29th.
Yeah, we thank everyone for your comments in the chat as well. Put your picks in there. Let us know what you're on Thursday in the WNBA. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, Tony's Picks, here on YouTube, and make sure you join us for more WNBA 2-3 zone, guys, on a Friday. We'll be back with 3-pack of games to get you going here for the weekend. All right, it's going to wrap it up for Justin Stacks Mcelvy, for Ron Crawford. I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Good luck, everybody.